I'm here. Let's see if it's there. It is. I couldn't get it on my phone. Let's see if it's there. It is. Hi, hi, hi. This one is for Joyce. Joyce Kleinatlin. We both ordered from Quilted Twins from Florida. They had a good sale on fat quarters. And you know, I'm always saying I don't have any fat quarters, but I do now. I I got 3 bundles from them. Ugh. I got this bundle, that is 17 fat quarters. Got it for $17. I got this bundle, which is 2, 4, 6, 8, and this was $12. And then I got this one, which is 9 fat quarters for $13.50. So, yes, I all spent. Hey, how are y'all? I better go back and see who's all here. Miss Dawn, you're the first one. And then there's Jessica and Denise. Hi, Denise. Yo, Patty. Good morning. Lisa's lurking. Lisa needed some entertainment today. And since Lori canceled hers for not feeling well, I thought, okay, I'll come on. Because Joyce has been bugging me about opening up these fat quarters. I just got them yesterday. I opened the package yesterday afternoon, but I was doing applique, so I was too busy to open up the actual plastic part. Oh, let's see here. Oh, Jessica went there during the Florida Shop Hop last year. Hi, Joydy. Where did you buy the bundles from? I missed that. Quilted Twins. Let me pull this one up. You can see it better. Quilted Twins Fabric Warehouse in Dade City, Florida. I watch their sales all the time on YouTube. But before I open these up, I wanted to show you what I got from Brooklyn Fabric Company. They're in Brooklyn, Iowa. And it's Michael Miller, and it's called "'Tis the Season," because I wanted to make a couple bags with this print. And I got that on sale for $6 a yard. So I think I got a deal on it. I bought 2 yards. And it got here really, really fast, too. I don't see a date of when I ordered it, but la 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 la. Order date March 19th. It's the 19th. Today is the 26th. I got it Monday or Tuesday. I think it was Monday I got it. I'm pretty sure because I showed it on Mona's. But I don't know if everyone here saw it on Mona's. I know that the bundles from Quilted Twins, I think Zaza got some. I know she got this big one with the 17 in it. And Joyce Kleinatlin, JK, Joyce K, she ordered it because she's been after me to open it up and look at it. Man, why am I? Oh, it's like I'm in the dark there. That's a little better. All right, so let's open these. She bundled them up really nice too. It was actually the first time that I've ordered from them. I've watched them on YouTube a lot. Okay, so here is the first one out of the 17. And they all have the same design. They're just different colors. I got to turn it towards my light so you can see it. I really like this one. Whoa. Oh, and it's not showing up. It's a green. It's not blue, it's green. Real pretty green. It's sort of like an aqua green. And then we got red. They don't have the names of the colors on it. And then this one is light blue. There it looks purple. It is blue. Light blue with dark blue stems going out through it. And here's a brown. And a pinkish corally color. And it feels really, really nice. This is a fabric that I will pet. You know, some of them that you get, they're really, really thin. No, this one feels really nice. This one is a dark navy blue with black going through it. There, that's a little better. And then a purple. The purple comes out purple. Good morning, Joe. Yes, it's called prickly. I have to stop and switch my chat to all chat. This is sort of an orange, but it's more like a burnt orange. I wonder if I could go. No, I can't go that way. This light over here ain't cutting it. This one is yellow with sort of a brown. I've been buying from Quilted Twins for years. $8 shipping, and I get within 5 days. I just talked to Rachel on Saturday. Well, it took me longer than 5 days to get it. Of course, she had to come to Iowa, you know. And pretty purple again. And now we have a tannish color. Plus, I'm just using the camera from my computer, and it doesn't show very good. This is the same camera I use on Sundays with Lisa. And then we got black. That one's hard to see. There is the design there. And then I got a actual pink. This one is pink. It's not the corally pink. And then I got a reddish purple. Yeah, this red is leaning towards purple. And then real pretty green. It's like Kelly green for St. Patrick's Day green, you know. Hi, Marie. Hi, Judy. I'm not staying on long. I'm just showing what I got this week in the mail. Okay, let's see here. No, I can't untie it. Okay, another one that I got. This card says quality fabrics at discount prices starting at $3.99. So some of the fabric you can find for $3.99. This one is called Spinning Wheels. It's an 8-piece fat quarter bundle. And I was right. I spent $12 on this one. It's a creamy and light brown. And then we got blue. This one is aqua teal blue. Not purple. No, not purple. It's aqua blue. And then this one is yellow again. But it's got those little spinning wheels in it. I'm glad I caught you, even if only for a few minutes. I'm prepping for noon. Yeah, I thought I'd get on here real quick before you came on. Because you know I got to have me some Marie. And we got blue again. Not purple, it's blue. I wish my cameras would show the true colors. And then this is a black with white in it. And then we got red. I like the way all the fat quarters are got a sticker around them here so they don't flop open on me. Yeah, it takes longer to open them up, but makes it easier for me to show them. That one's like a lilac color. I almost purchased a bundle right now, you enabler. I laughed. I'm sorry to ask, but I caught you late. Where did you get those fabrics? This is from Quilted Twins. They're out of Florida, and their website is quiltedtwins.com. They're also on Facebook, and it's called the group is called Quilted Twins, Scrap Quilting and More with Becky. The page on Facebook, it says, is Quilted Twins Fabric Deals with Rachel. I watch them on YouTube. And then the last one of that bunch Oh, I had a string on it. Is another purple. That one's a real pretty deep purple. Good golly, my hair just will not stay back today. All right, I got another one. And that bundle there was $12 for 8 of them. Now, this one had 9 of them in it. Does it say what this one? This one is called Crumble, and this one was $13.50. No, I'm not normally on Zaza, but Lori wasn't feeling good, so I thought, okay, I'll quick pop in on her time slot just to show fabrics. They just came in the mail. I just opened them actually this morning. I opened the outside box last night, but I opened up the fabrics this morning. I mean, I was still cutting them apart here. And this one is called Crumble. There's another pretty green one. Like watching So Yeah. I haven't been on So Yeah for so long. I've been finding all these smaller quilt shops, and they've been getting my money. There's red again. That's in that Crumble. And here's a brownish with yellow in it. Y'all can tell I don't care what I look like when I go on live. This is a gray one. And another tannish color. This one, it's got light gray in it and yellow, and then a darker color too. And then I got this blue one. And this is really pretty blue. And that's my 3 bundles I got from the Quilted Twins. I was excited to get them too. I really was. I got 2 bundles on top of each other, and then the 17 one was next to it. So it was really cool. And then the only other thing I got was from Soft Squares, but I showed that on Mona's. I don't know if y'all caught me on Mona's. This one, I got a yard of this fabric. But they all came in together, one right after the other. And of course, hubby's wanting to know, you went a little crazy there, didn't you? I said, you were sitting right beside me when I ordered this stuff. I said, so you could have stopped me if you wanted. I'm going to see which is the top. This panel goes with that fabric I just showed you. And one more. But I got all of that from Lynn. I got 2 more panels from her and another yard of fabric. Even if I showed it on Mona's, I don't care because I like showing it. I think it's pretty. I really like the flowers. And I don't know if these say the same things. I haven't looked at it that close. I can't get my fingers to work. So those 2 go together. Yeah, I didn't figure anybody would get mad if I popped on right now. I mean, granted, there are other people on, but since Lori has started her channel again, I've been watching her. God, I can't find the top. It's because it's inside. And then this one, I didn't get any of the fabric to go with it. Coffee is my friend. You know it. And that's the bottom. So this one only had 6 of the little things on the panel. But I thought it was cute. And you know me, I always buy stuff because it's cute. Not that I have a project in mind for it, but that it's cute. So there you go. Oh, get off my feet. I'm glad you popped on. I'm listening and watching while sorting bobbins. I wouldn't worry about it. There's always going to be somebody on. Yeah, that's true. But I mean, I try to respect the ones that I watch constantly. Or not constantly, consistently when I do that. So I just did a scan on my computer. I had to get it off of my face. Those materials are pretty. Really like the panels. Yeah. Well, hey, Joan, I didn't see you come in. I was busy showing. And then, of course, I got this from Soul Sampler this week, too. And the bundle in there is really, really pretty. You don't want to see that, though, do you? A lot of people have already done box openings. That coffee fabric is like mine. Yeah. Well, good morning, June. There's Joyce K. Hi, Andrea. Oh, it's always a treat visiting with you. Aw, thanks, Dawn. Yeah, I went a little crazy last week. And it's part of it is Zaza's fault. Because she's the one that came on Discord and told us about the fat quarters that were $1 a fat quarter. And of course, as soon as she said it, I had to go over and look at it. And I'm like, in my cart it went. And then I saw these other two that I showed you. And I'm like, okay, I'm getting them too. So, yeah, one of the patterns, I almost said recipe. I don't know why I keep calling them recipes. But one of the patterns that we're going to be doing calls for 20-some fat quarters on it. I don't know if it's one that I'll be doing with Mona or if it's one that it's got to be over here. This is where I keep all the ones that I'm looking at for the moment. It's this one. This is and it is a sew along with Mona. We're going to be doing this one probably in May. It might run into June, I don't know. But that's that Song Sparrow. This is a $5 pattern from Beverly McCullough on Flamingo Toes. It's her $5 pattern of the month. That's still on sale to the end of March. And this one calls for 24 fat quarters, 4 1/4 yards of the white, the background, a yard for the border, and 3/4 of a yard for binding. Backing is 6.5 yards of regular fabric or 2.5 yards of 108. And I have some 108. This one is 71 by 86. And then, of course, we're going to be doing Singing in the Rain starting April 7th. That's the first Monday in April. And I'm not going to do it exactly like this is. I'm going to do the umbrellas, and I'll probably do the raindrops, but I'm going to put the raindrops up here above the umbrellas. And I'm going to do the boots, and I'm going to do the flowers, and I'm going to do the houses. I'm not going to put in the hearts or the pinwheels. So mine's going to be shorter than this one. And it's not going to be as wide either. It's got 6 boots across. I think I'm only going to do 4, which means I'll be doing 2 houses and 4 or 5 of the flowers. And 4 or 5 of the umbrellas. I don't know yet if I'm going to do the sun up in the top. But there's also an alternative to this if you don't want to buy the pattern. We got 2 different ones. One is called Geostars. Let me look. Where's my... Oh, it'd help if I go to the right Discord. Sew-alongs. Here we go. The one is called Geostars, and that's a table runner. That one is free from the Fat Quarter Shop. That one finishes at 21.5 by 48.5. And then there's also a free one that has an umbrella and a pair of boots with flowers coming out of it. And that one's free too. That's free from Podunk Pretties. I guess I could try to show you. All right, where is it? Where is it? Where's a good picture of it? I guess it's up here. There's a good picture of it. And that one is free. And Mona posted it in her Discord under Sew Alongs. If you want to go to find the site for it. And it's just got umbrella, pair of boots, and flowers coming out of the boot. And that one is 13 and a half by 18 and a half or something like that. I think it ends up as 12 by 18. You could use it as a mug rug or a placemat or wall hanging. Good morning, Miss Jess. She's on Discord. Sorry. Shirley's talking to me, so I had to tell her I'm doing a live. Man, it's getting hot in here. I got locked in because Sass is eating breakfast. Sass has to eat alone. She gets nasty with Honey if Honey is out there. So Honey gets locked up in here with me while she eats. And it takes her a really long time to eat, too. I really like these fabrics from Sew Sampler this month. I'm going to cut this too. I can't get the knots out. Let's see. And this one is from New Beginnings by Riley Blake. By Sandy Gervais. And look at that. It is a real pretty pink and corally looking stripe. That one's a coral color with little flowers on it. And here's same design, different color. That one's a yellow. It's a pretty yellow. It's not mustardy looking like it is on the camera here. And then this pretty one. So now, Lisa, I can't say I don't have fat quarters. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Tracy. Did I miss anybody else? Hi, Joan. Is it paper pieced? I think they're applique. I think the rain boots and it might be all paper pieced. It's got some templates in it. Templates for a Dresden Sun, the Dresden fan, and the umbrella handle here. The flower is pieced. The house is pieced. Pinwheels are, of course, pieced. I can't get this open. Umbrella is pieced. Sun is pieced. They must all be pieced. I didn't see the... Oh, here they are. Here is the boots. They're pieced too. Everything is pieced. So the only... if you added anything else to this, you could always applique on top of it, which is, I'm going to put some flowers on here too that are pieced. Well, I better stick this back in there or I'll lose it. But it looks like the handle for the umbrella might be appliqued on. And then this one is a bluish green. It's green with little flowers on it. And then here's an orangey corally color, peachy coral. I don't know my colors. And this is real pretty. This is green with the flowers on it. And then there's this one with the flowers on it. Same design, just a different colored background on it. And then there's this one. And this one I'm going to open up because I really like this one. This one, I would even buy yardage for backing for it. That would make a real pretty backing. Don't you think? I think. I don't know how to fold these back up. I'm horrible at folding. Oh, I did it. Ha, ha, ha. I got it back together. Woo! Ain't you proud of me? Well, hi, Jim. There's Shirley. You finally found me, huh? She was texting me, and so I'm like, I'm on a live. You have to rewatch it to see the fabrics that I got. Hi, Aunt Beck. How are you? I feel like I'm yelling. Oh, my God. And that's because I don't usually use this one. I'm usually on this one over here. My E960. Hey, Jamie. How are you, Jamie? All my favorite people are here. And I still don't know what I'm going to do with Sven. I was going to put him on the corner of a quilt, but I don't know. But he looks really good right there. That's on that other quilt wall that I couldn't get stuff to stick to. I moved my hen and chick over there, but they're pinned on it because otherwise it wouldn't stay. And then I got this. This one is a vinyl tablecloth with flannel on the back. And I can't get stuff to stick to it either, so I don't know what I'm going to do. I can't put nothing up on the wall. I'm sorry if I've missed anyone talking to me. My eyes cannot focus today. I know what's causing it, and as soon as I can get meds refilled, it will go away. Well, that's okay. Hi, Gladys. How are you? I'm sorry if I missed anybody. I'm the one that I pulled this up, and then I started showing fabric, and then I quit watching the chat. I'm watching the chat on my phone because there's too much of a lag on the YouTube on the computer for me. It's way behind what I'm doing here. So I've been trying to clean stuff up around here. I got a bunch of templates from Missouri Star this week too. I got the mushroom. I got a flower one. I got a tulip one. I got three more. I don't remember what they were now. Anyway, I put them back here. I put them back there with my drunkard's path. And yes, I ordered another drunkard's path. You know, they come with the small and the large. I didn't think I had the large. I do. So I was talking to Shirley in Discord. We were videoing back and forth, and I said, hey, I said, do you have one of these? And she says, no. I said, well, you're going to get one. She's the one that got me that foot pedal thingamabob. And my foot has not moved ever since I put that on there. I'll be glad when YouTube starts notifications like they are supposed to. Well, I tell you what, Rita, it stopped giving me notifications for Leanna. And I'm like, what is going on here? So I unsubbed from her, and then I resubbed, marked all the notifications. Now I get them again. You bought Melody Lane pattern last week after you showing. I got the whole kit because none of my fabric match each other. Surprise, surprise. But no, none of mine matches. And then this is the pattern that came with the Sew Sampler. And it looks really, it looks like I can do it. And I only need 3 1/8 yards of cream for background and border. And then it's got the teal for the binding. That's all you need to go with it. Most of the things from Sew Sampler, you need everything to go with it. But this has a 10-piece fat quarter bundle for Waterfall New Beginnings to go with it. And that and the cream makes the whole quilt top. And then you just need fabric for the binding. See, there it is on the back, the whole thing. So that one is doable by me. And I even rubber banded it together. Most of the things from Sew Sampler, I separate everything. So I got that. I got all my fat quarters here. I got a very cute card from Lynn Lockard when she sent me back my Tea Cakes quilt after she quilted it for me. Oh my God, I tell you, it's beautiful. And with Lynn, she did a giveaway for reaching, I think it was 250, I think, subscribers. And there was only 4 of us that entered her giveaway. And so she ended up giving 2 free quiltings away. And Cheryl Cruz was the one that got the other one. And she just got hers back too. And then inside, she wrote a really nice little note to me here on this side. And then up here, she has her pricing for her quilting things for you. And she's pretty cheap too. Well, I think she's cheap because I've looked at Missouri Star and, those kind of places. And I think she's pretty cheap. And she does it all freehand too. She doesn't not have a computer on her long arm. And she just lets the quilt talk to her when she does it. Hi, Melanie. Show me the fat quarters if you haven't shown yet. I've already showed everything there, Miss Melanie. You're just having a really bad day all around. Oh, June has tornado sirens going off. Well, hopefully they're just testing them because it's a really bright, sunny day here. June is on the other side of Iowa from me. She's on the west side. I'm on the east side. I'm right by the Mississippi River. So right across the river is Moline, Illinois. Moline, Milan, East Moline, Rock Island. Those are all right across the river from me. They're only like 5 minutes away. They're closer to me than Shirley is. And Shirley is just in the very next town, which is her. She's just 20 minutes from me. But I can get to Illinois faster. But I'll have to ask Lynn. I couldn't think of her name. I'll have to ask Lynn if she'll let me post her prices or not. I don't want to post it if she doesn't want me to. But no, I'm just having a real good time here with my patterns and stuff. See, this one was in a Sew Sampler too. This one is from September of last year. And I think that's a real pretty pattern too. But it comes with a Jolly Bar, the Denim and Daisies Jolly Bar. And then you got to have 2 different colored backgrounds for it. One white and one light blue. And then you got a border and then binding. So that's 4 extra things you got to get with the Jolly Bar. What's this one? You can tell which ones I've been looking at, huh? This one is from February's. This one is called Cheerful. And you got a 24-piece layer cake. And you got to have background and inner border, and then cornerstones and outer border, and then binding. And I'm not real good with flying geese yet. I'll have to cut them out on the AccuQuilt. I really like this one. This one is called Splendid. This was from October of last year. And this one came with the Splendid Laguna Sunrise 6-piece fat quarter bundle. But you got to have background and inner border, one color. Another color for the star points, cornerstones, and binding. And then another color for the sashing. And then another one for the outer border. That's one big block. Just one big block. It comes up to 59.5 by 59.5. But I really like that too. So those were the ones that I've been looking at really seriously here lately. Oh, Judy's been to Moline. See, Judy, you're only 5 minutes from me if you go to Moline. I'm just across the river and up the hill. Yeah, Melanie's been having a bad day. Oh, June says her side of Iowa is sunny and blue sky too, so it's probably a test. Yeah, the sirens aren't very far from my house over here too. Yeah, Melanie says the reason she stopped Soul Sampler is because you always needed more fabric to finish the quilt. And yeah, that's a downfall from the Soul Sampler. But this one that we just got for March, you just got to have the background and the binding to go with these fat quarters. Granted, you got to have quite a bit of the background, 3 1/8 yards, but still. I mean, for what we get in the Soul Sampler, it's at least twice the price. We're getting twice the price of what we pay for it. Where did you get your fabric? The fat quarters, are you talking about? The fat quarters, the fat quarters came from Quilted Twins out of Florida. It's a warehouse that they have. Yeah, Jamie, I agree. This box is really good for the Soul Sampler this month. And the other one I get from Soul Sampler. It's that monthly box that I get. Never heard of the Quilted Twins. Well, when they do their YouTube videos for their sales, it's Rachel and I want to say his name is John. Rachel and John, I think, is their names. And I got to turn this. That was the wrong thing. There it is. I got to turn that white background down. It's hurting my eyes. My eyes were red this morning, so I have my tears here that I keep shoving in there and try and get them not to be red anymore. But the box I get from and then the other one was Brooklyn Fabrics. That's the one I was telling you about, was Brooklyn Fabrics, and that's where I got the that's where I got the poinsettias from for $6 a yard. And I bought 2 yards of them. Yeah, the Quilted Twins are down by you there, Jamie. They're right in Florida. They're at Dade City. I don't think they're too far down into Florida from you. Oh, Melanie's having a bad year. Oh, honey, it's only March. I was from Iowa near Waterloo. I know where Waterloo is. Waterloo is where I went for my retirement seminar. I had to go from the Quad Cities all the way up to Waterloo to have that seminar. And after we had the seminar, I just looked at Kelly. I said, "Hey, does this mean I can retire at 55?" And he says, "It seems like it." And I did. I retired at 55. Okay, Jamie, I'll see you later. I know you're in Kentucky, but you're not that far from Florida. You're closer to Florida than me. Uh, yeah, see, June's been to Waterloo too. I've been all over Iowa. Of course, I worked for the state of Iowa, so I got to go a little bit everywhere. I was even over by June a couple times. And I was working on 37 years with the state when I retired at 55. You had to have years of service and your age to equal 80 something. I want to say 84. They had to equal 84. And I met it when I turned 55. So I was really glad to get out of that. And then, of course, after I retired, I stayed up all night long because I could. I did that for a year or so. And then I ended up having reconstructive surgery in 2018. Okay, Zaza, sleep well. So in other words, Deb, you've been around. I've been around Iowa. That's where I mainly stay, is Iowa. I have been to California once, and we had a layover in Denver. And I was also in Denver. Well, what's that other city called over there? Colorado Springs. Colorado Springs. I was there when I was a teenager. Yeah. That's when my brother lived there, and we went out to visit him on vacation. And the altitude really messed me up, and I couldn't even stand up. I almost fell into the pool that he was showing me around the complex at, and he had to grab me and keep me from falling in the pool. So I didn't go up Pikes Peak with the rest of them. I had to stay at home in his apartment on his couch. I just laid there. I didn't watch TV, nothing. I couldn't open my eyes. When I opened my eyes, everything was dizzy. I wish I could retire at 55. Well, it was the best thing I could do for me, because I retired in 2013. And then, I've always had a bad back. I've already had 2 back surgeries. And then I had this problem with my foot. I broke my foot getting into the refrigerator. All I did was walk into the kitchen, and I turned at the fridge like everybody turns at your fridge. And I heard this loud pop, and busted all the bones in my foot. And of course, I didn't go to the doctor right away. And it wasn't until I happened to pull my foot up and my husband saw it. My husband is a retired nurse. And as soon as he saw that, he says, "You're going to the doctor." And of course, he put me in a boot, and then he put me in a cast, and then he put me back in the boot. And then he retired as a foot doctor. So I had to find another one. So I found another one, and he was always working on it because I had to have grafts and everything, because I had a bone sticking out. It was just the skin covering it, and then it was bad. So I had to have skin grafts on it, and those weren't working. It wasn't helping any. So finally he says, "I know somebody that can fix your foot." I said, "Oh, really?" So then the next time I went to see the foot doctor, In walked Dr. Carlson, and he says, I am so glad to put a face to your name. He says, I've looked at all of your x-rays and everything. And he says, so glad to put a face to the name. And I said, so what can I tell you? He says, I got to talk to you. So what can I tell you? Oh, yeah, I is talented. I can do all sorts of things. I never had a broken bone in my life. I should have, but I never did. And so just that small turn, I had my shoes on even, and a small turn at the fridge, and dang, I just heard that loud pop. And of course, I have neuropathy in my feet. So the pain, I didn't have any pain. It's just I heard the loud pop. And then, of course, I noticed that bone was sticking. Like this is your foot where you got your toes here. Well, cross here. And then it comes in, and here's your arch here. Well, this bone was sticking out. Can you see my thumb sticking out? That bone that was underneath my toes was sticking out. So, it was probably 2 weeks before I showed my husband, because I knew what he was going to say, that I need to go to the doctor. Yeah, I am lucky that I didn't lose my foot, but the 2 foot doctors that I did go see, they are highly recommended around this area. And so, and then the surgeon foot doctor, he was one of the best in the area too. I don't go see him anymore because he got into an accident, and yeah, things happened to him. And so I had to go to his friend who was in on the surgery with him because he wanted to see how he was doing it. And it was really strange because when I had this reconstructive foot surgery, I had the original surgeon, I had his friend who was an orthopedic surgeon, and I had my foot doctor was in the operating room with me because he wanted to see what was going on too. And so after Dr. Carlson had this bad accident, then I went to see Dr. Shea after that. And I was in the boot for a really long time. But most of the reason I was in the boot for such a long time is because I was afraid I was going to hurt it again. But now I'm out of the boot. I'm out of the boot. And my foot kept swelling. And my regular foot doctor, he says, you need to wear your shoes, even in the house. You got to keep them on. That'll keep the swelling down. Well, I didn't believe him. And then he says, so every time I'd see him, so are you wearing your shoes in the house? No. I wear slippers. I wear slippers so I don't step on nothing. Because, dog toys all over the place. Or if I did step on something, it wasn't going to hurt. He says, no, even if you have the solid bottoms of the slippers, he says, you need to be in shoes. You got to have your feet encased. And so I wore the ugly diabetic shoes for a long time, long time, trying to get the swelling down. Well, now I can wear my tennis shoes again. And I have a pair of hiking boots that come up on my ankle. Because that was another problem that I have, is I have a really weak ankle. And then when they did the reconstructive surgery, I have rods going inside my foot and screws. I have it all. My foot is sort of like bionic, but it doesn't move. Like this is my foot and I can't bring it up. I can't even get this part of my arm straight up. My leg is at an L shape. And this is my foot. And I have a really hard time pulling my feet up or down because I don't have any motion here in the ankle. Because on me, I have a rod going from my heel here, all the way up to right before my toes. Yeah, and then I have all these little screws and stuff. And one of the screws broke off inside. The head broke off of it. But it's all inside my bone now. So, I mean, you can see it on the x-ray, but it don't bother me none. So, as long as it don't bother me, he's not going to try and take it out. Hey, Kevin, how are ya? Tuber Chat is in the house. I just showed a bunch of my fabric there, Kevin. That and then I'm telling stories again. Things that these girls don't know. And Guy. Jim's here too. I watched a little bit of Elfish last night. Elfish Tanks. Because he's been coming to my room. And I met him on Tuber Chat. I met quite a few people on Tuber Chat. I go on Tuber Chat whenever I get a chance to. And did you have a Liz Franks fracture? I don't know what you call it. Joan, it's just every single bone in my foot broke. And I had the one major break first. And then because I kept walking on it and it swelled up, it softened up the bones and all the bones broke then. So by the time I did get it looked at from the doctor and they put it in the boot, in the cast. I was on a cast for 3 weeks and getting it to heal to where I could walk on it again. 3 weeks, though, that I could not put any pressure on my foot. I know, I hate shoes too, Beth. Let me tell you, that was one of the hardest things for them to get me to do was go back and start wearing shoes all the time. Yeah, hubby checks them every single time I take a shower because I get little calluses on the toes now. A couple of the toes. 2 on this side and 1 on this side, I get calluses on them. So he keeps an eye on those. And then I go to the foot doctor quite a bit. We're on first name basis. I have his phone number. He has mine, that sort of thing. Okay, so I've been on here just a little over an hour, and that's quite long enough. Joe, it's fine. I said I have neuropathy, so I don't feel any pain in my feet. Now, some neuropathies, they have the burning feet and the tingling and all that. I just don't feel anything. Well, you have a good afternoon too. I'm working on this. Wall hanging, and I'm getting my appliques done. I got 2 of them sewed. They're all 4 heat bonded on, but I've only sewed 2 of them down, and I got to sew the other 2 down before I can start making the blocks for it. And that's this one that I'm working on. This mini quilt. I bought this as a kit. And I got, this one has the whole thing to it. It's got the patterns for the applique. got all the fabric for the top. It's got the binding. It's got the backing, the border. It's all included in it. So I only spent like $40 on this. And this one is 26-inch square. But I thought it was cute. I only buy stuff if I think it's cute. So, yeah, Patty G's in the house there, Kevin. Patty G was one of the first ones in the house. You broke your foot going off the diving board. Well, back in the 80s, maybe 90s. It was either late 80s, beginning 90s. I fell off of a cement walkway at a garden place. And when I fell off, it twisted my ankle really bad. It was my right ankle. My reconstructive surgery was on left. And I fell. And when I went to the doctor, because of course I went to the ER first, because I couldn't walk on it at all. And then the next day I had to go see the orthopedic guy. And he took x-rays of it and everything. They took x-rays at the hospital just to make sure that it wasn't broken. And then they said, we're going to make you an appointment. You got to go over to this place tomorrow and let them look at it. Well, he took more x-rays when I went there. And he says, this is the worst sprain I have ever seen. And he says, and I've seen a lot of sprains, because he was the orthopedic doctor for our hockey team that we have here in the Quad Cities, the Steamrollers. He was the orthopedic doctor for them, the team doctor. And he says that I have seen a lot of sprains. He says, but this is the worst. He says, you would be better off if you'd let me break it and reset it and then put it in a cast and let it heal. And I'm like, no, you're not going to break it. If I didn't break it falling down that 3-foot wall, then it don't need to be broke. Okay, everybody. I'll see you. Well, let's see. Maybe Mona's this afternoon on Discord. Or tomorrow, Lisa's having her last Thursday afternoon on YouTube at 4 o'clock Eastern Time. After tomorrow, she's switching her Thursdays to Discord too, so we can all sew together. We're going to be on Wednesdays, we'll be at Mona's place on Discord sewing. On Thursdays, we'll be at Lisa's Discord sewing. And then, of course, I'll be back on Friday. And then the Not Quite Right crew will be on Saturday. And we're going to have Zaza on with us this week. Woohoo! Fun times, fun times. Okay, take care of everybody. I'll see you later.